Hello, everyone. It is Amber Carlton with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Premier Properties, and I am here to give you your June absorption rate market update for the Fargo Moorhead area. Let you know what's going on. So I'm going to dive right in. It's still a really hot market. Weird. I'm sure you guys knew that. Sidebar, I'm going to give you a little bit more information too. I just watched a really great seminar video, so to speak, on a mid-year update from Brian Buffini, and he hosted Lawrence Yun, who's the chief economist for NAR. And I'm sure you guys have been hearing this. I've had so many family members and friends say, when's the bubble going to burst? When's the market going to crash? What's going on? It's one of the most searched things in Google right now is when's the bubble going to burst? So Lawrence Yun is renowned. He's very intelligent. He knows his business. And he said, this is not a bubble. It's not going to burst. Eventually, our lack of inventory, he's anticipating will kind of catch up. So we'll have some more inventory. So everything will kind of ease a little bit is his prediction. But there's not just going to be a huge burst. So that was wonderful to hear. I very much admire him and his knowledge, respect him, definitely trust his research. So it was very good to hear that. If you get a chance to check out that little seminar from Brian Buffini, he did a mid-year update just yesterday, hosting Lawrence Yun. I highly recommend checking that out. Okay, so that's at a national level, and other markets are crazier than ours right now. But diving into ours, I'll get right down to it. So I've got the June absorption rates on the other side. Nope, other side. That whole mirrored thing messes with me. But so let me pull up last month too. Hey, Val, how's it going? Just giving a little market update. So you'll have to let me know what you think. So here we go. We've got June and May's absorption rates right next to each other. And you can see the average price point, or the median sales price, I should say, has gone up $2,438 in 1 month. That's pretty crazy and good, yet, a little intense, which if you're a seller, awesome. If you're a buyer, interest rates are still low. So you've got that on your side. And one other thing that Lawrence and Brian talked about was the overall inflation rate that the Fed watches, which is the core. It doesn't involve gas or food. That's gone up 30%. They're anticipating rents to raise 7% this year. Thanks, Val. And then raise again next year. So if you're thinking like, should I rent? Should I buy? Cost is so expensive. The cost to be in a rental is expensive too. It's just cost of living is high right now. Okay. Anyways, back to this. So we've gone down 3 days for average days market for sold. We have also gone down 3 days average market for active. So anything that's still active, it's gone down on market there too. So for our under 120, we stayed the same at 1 month. For our 120 to 140, we have nothing. We have zero inventory, which is insane. So if you have a home between 120 and 140, you're looking really good to sell right now. Moving down 140 to 160, that stayed the same. 160 really up to 200. It ticked up a little bit, but barely. I mean, you're still less than a month worth of inventory. So it's insane. Great time to sell in any of those price categories. Our next one is 200 to 250,000. That stayed the same as well. When we bumped down to 250 to 300,000, that actually dropped down a month from 2 months down to 1. So it's a really good time to sell in that price point too. And as we go down, we've got our 300 to 400,000 stayed the same. 400 to 500,000 stayed the same. And our luxury market, which is 500,000 and above, did drop back down to that 3 months. If you tuned in last month, you'll probably remember me saying that we wanted to keep an eye on that because when our market starts to slow, I would anticipate, and I'm not Lawrence Yun, this is just me going with my gut, so take it for a grain of salt, really. But I would anticipate that our luxury market would start slowing first. It did tick up a month last month. It has now ticked back down. So wouldn't worry about it right now. If you have a luxury property, get it listed. If you want to sell, I've said that since I started doing these videos. It used to be 18 months worth of absorption rates, and now we're at 3. A neutral market is 6 months. A seller's market is anything under 6. A buyer's market's anything over 6. So 3 months for over 500,000, that's amazing. Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I didn't see any other big discrepancies or anything to keep your eye on. It's still a hot market. I would anticipate this week kind of slowing around the 4th of July. A lot of people tend to leave town, take the whole week off, reset and reboot, which we all need, right? If you want to connect with me, I would love that so much. So you can find me on any of the social media platforms listed over on the side here. The vast majority are amber.realtor. A couple are ACarlton Realtor. And I will be back next month for another absorption rate market update. If you ever think of anything you want to know about, though, I do real estate basics once a month. So please, in the comments below, just let me know what you would like to hear about. Okay, I hope you guys have an amazing 4th of July. Enjoy this hot, warm weather while we can. Soak up the sun, get that vitamin D. Okay, take care.